Currently, the Sheridan features the most view range in Tier 10. It sits at 325.2 meters, which is an absolutely insane amount. To showcase just how much view range that is, yesterday, I was in a scrim, and this scrim, one of the battles we played was on Oasis Palms, and we were up against 7 heavy tanks. Now, I decided to use the Sheridan on Oasis because, as you can see, this is a very large map. And obviously, large maps with a lot of open spaces gives you plenty of opportunity to spot enemy heavies and anything else that would be driving over to medium side. So I decided to use the Sheridan to outspot my opponents. Look at how far away I was able to spot that mouse. 304 meters away. That is absolutely insane. Because of that, I was not only able to shoot the enemy mouse, but not even get spotted myself. This is where having view range is ridiculous. The fact that the Sheridan can spot vehicles 300 meters away and have no chance of being spotted itself, look at this. I mean, I've already done 1,000 damage in this battle, still have not been spotted. And again, this mouse is still just moseying its way through, so I'm able to get, once again, another shell into that mouse, and just like that, I've been able to deal 1,500 damage, and now finally get spotted. That right there is a perfect example on why view range is one of the most important things to have on a very open map. In total, I was able to deal 5,300 damage this game and win the team the battle. It's an absolutely amazing thing going for the Sheridan. Now, next update, the Sheridan's getting better aiming time, but losing that view range it does have. However, there's another tank that is going to be taking its place, and that is the Boss Chatillon 25-ton, a vehicle that already actually has a very solid chunk of view range. If you're running vents, the Batchat already sits at a very, very substantial 316 meters of view range, and you can even get it higher because I'm not running small food. If you were to swap out Spaliner for small food, you can again increase that view range up to 320 meters. That's only slightly less than already the Sheridan, but it's getting even better. Next update, the Batchat is getting 285 meters of base view range. That means, next update, the Batchat, if properly kitted out for a spotting build, is going to be sitting at around 335 meters of view range, which is absolutely insane. Now, yes, you are going to have to make some sacrifices to get that view range. First of all, you're going to have to take off calibrated shells, and you're going to have to run vents, which is going to give you a pretty decent boost there. You're also going to have to take off Spaliner and run on small food so that you can also get that boost. But again, that is such a massive amount of view range that if you do kit out the tank properly, you are literally going to outspot everything against you, literally meters and meters ahead. Even some of the best view range mediums aren't going to have a slight chance of spotting you. It's going to make the Batchat insane. Add that into the fact that next update, it's also getting 350 alpha with the exact same intro clip, and yeah, I'm starting to believe the Batchat might just be one of the best tier 10s that people are forgetting about. This thing is going to be insane. So, for a bit of fun and possibly frustration, I've decided to equip my Batchat with vents and small food just for the heck of it right now, and we're going to see how the vehicle plays. Now, generally, I would suggest to run calibrated shells on the majority of autoloaders, obviously because, sure, vents does give you a slight buff on DPM and view range and a lot of other things, but the downside is that you obviously have a lot less penetration, which, yeah, when it comes to autoloaders, usually is more important. There are some arguments for vents, because it does buff a lot of base stats. It's just like running an additional food, but at the same time, it's also not that important that you need all those stats. View range is really the only one that I would say is super important. So, here we are in our first battle. Up against us, we have a Sheridan, and that's about it for mobility, so that's actually quite good. We also don't have any... Oh, no, we do have a standard B. Okay, that's nice. I didn't actually see that guy. So, at this point, we do have a medium advantage. I'm hoping that the enemy mediums, or should I say heavies, do not end up crossing over the rails. But because we're running so much view range, we should quite easily be able to spot them if we just go towards mid. So let's go do that right now. There's the enemy Sheridan. Did we get detected? No, we actually didn't. Great example there of running view range on the Batchat being a little insane. So we did not... Oh no, we did end up getting spotted. But it looks like, to what I'm aware, the majority of the enemy has ended up going over towards the other side of the map. So we're going to just speed along here, and there's the enemy Sheridan. He's going to shoot at my standard, and when he does that, we're going to put on our shell reload boost, and unfortunately get shot by the grill, which there's really nothing we could have done about that, but we're going to get another slap into the Sheridan, and we're going to back up, hopefully without being shot by him, but I don't actually think we can, and, oh, thank God. I was about to say, because my standard B really did not help me here. He went the worst possible pathing to help me, but I don't want to be shot by that grill, so right now we're just going to wait for our standard to finish off that Sheridan, if he can. That would be very, very nice. We're just going to stay underneath the ridgeline here, and, bro, is my teammate really going to do that right now? Well, let's get one shell into the enemy grill, and let's back up. There you go. Nice. He did not pen me. And again, what's my standard B doing? Is he going to help me? Is he going to do anything? Possibly? Maybe? Thank you. That was not very challenging. Alright, well, just like that, we have been able to use that view range to not only outspot the enemy grill, outspot the enemy Sheridan, but at this point we're doing pretty well. Now, I know that grill is most likely going to be waiting at the edge of the rails. Even though he is a one-shot, it's not worth it for me to really take the risk of getting shot by him, because that's going to bring me down to a one-shot for the majority of the enemy team. So instead, I'm going to go low, and I'm going to play it safe. Actually, we did end up seeing the enemy grill, though, funny enough. Let's see, we got the enemy T-30 off to the side, and we also got the Type 68. Let's get one shell into the Type, two shells into the Type, and finish it off with not a third, because I guess he got bonked anyway. But we got a nice slap into the T-30. We're up to 2,400 damage in this game, which is actually a pretty solid chunk. We got 4 more seconds left before we get the clip reloaded again, and we're going to go for the Type 6, or Type 71. There's one shell into his vehicle, 2 shells into his vehicle, and 3. Just like that, we did about 1,000 damage in that clip. And yeah, I mean, you can see where the bat chat, again, is just such a solid performer. The gun feels so nice. Everything about this tank is just incredible. Now, we aren't able to get any more damage out because the IS-7's able to finish the guy off, but I don't really think it matters. We did a pretty solid chunk here anyway, over 3,000 damage. We didn't actually need the penetration, funny enough, this game, so yeah, 3,300 damage. We were able to spot our opponents and assist 1,200, so yeah, pretty solid game. I think the majority of that assistance damage was on the enemy grill, because that guy went from pretty healthy to almost no health, which is honestly pretty sad. She only did 2 shots of damage. But that's what you want view range for. Especially Tank Destroyer's next update are losing a lot of their view range, which is something that I do agree with. I don't think Tank Destroyer should have view range. I think they should have DPM and everything else, but view range is not something I feel they should have, as they're sitting in the back, usually in bushes. So it would make sense that they should get outspotted if they miss position or don't play properly. Here we are, second battle. Up against us, we do have a lot more mobility. We got a Boss Shotgun 25-ton AP, an M48 Patton, and a Progetto 65. So with that in mind, I'm not going to play overly aggressive. Actually, they also have a standard B, I've just noticed. So they have 4 mediums in total. That's a lot of mobility. I'm not going to be fighting that. We do have 2 Skodas, to be fair, but still, I'm not going to be trying to put myself in a situation where we have to fight those tanks, because we're also not up a tier. Like, they have more tier 10 mediums than we do. Now, I am expecting some of these mediums to possibly cross, and there you go. We've spotted the enemy Boss Chatillon 25-ton already. We've also spotted the enemy Standard B, another nice shot, and bonk. Unfortunately, that one did end up missing, but that's fine. The Batchat has such a fast clip reload that we shouldn't really have to matter. And next update, the vehicle's going to have more alpha, so either way, it's just a win-win for the Batchat. Now, we do have to be a little cautious, because I'm not exactly sure where all of the enemy is, but there's the enemy Contra Caro. Now, this is obviously where having pen is a bit nicer, but there's 1, there's 2, and 3. Well, the third one didn't pen, but again, that view range is insane. The fact that we can spot the Contra Caro from that far away, the fact that we can spot that Progetto from this far away, gives our team massive information on really what is going on here. Now, unfortunately, our Conqueror has killed himself, and our E100 and Grill are camping on the other side of the map, which I literally can't do anything about. But at least our team is getting some big bleeds out here. I'm going to try and get some shells into that Contra Caro, so we're going to go wide, all the way wide, and we're going to see if I can spot him climbing up that hill. There you go. We got the Contra Caro spotted, and 1 shell into his tank. And 2 shells into his tank, and 3. Just like that, we've been able to finish off the enemy Contra Caro. We are getting bled, though, quite a bit by the enemy Standard, so I'm going to back up to a position where he can't see us, which is obviously pretty important. And now we're fine. Okay, well, let's just drive up this hill once again. Actually, I don't even know if we need to, but I would expect that we can get possibly... Oh, no, unfortunate. We'll just shoot at the E-75, though. Again, this view range is insane. We were able to spot the C-75 across the entire map, 280 meters away. He literally can't do anything to us, and we're already up to 2,500 damage. View range is just such an underrated value. The fact that you can use it to easily beat your opponents is... It's just crazy. So, at this point, all that's left is the 57 Heavy and the enemy Progetto. We're going to push on the 57. Okay, well, that shell just disappeared in the Narnia. That shell didn't pen. Welcome to the life of running basically gun rammer on this tank. Now, we are in the range of a 1 clip from this 57, so we're just going to leave at this point, and he's going to start looking at other opponents. We reload our clip in 2 seconds anyway, so it's not like it really matters. There's one more shell into the 57, 2 shells into the 57, and let's go for that third one. A bonk. There you go. Nice 388 roll. So, not a bad result at all. We were able to deal 3,700 damage, outspot our opponents, and our team did do a good job, to be fair. I could not have held those mediums, but my mediums were able to hold them off and get some decent damage out. But as we can see, the Bat Chat it's just amazing. Again, we assisted 1,100 damage there, and we spotted 3,700. This vehicle, when ran properly, is quite possibly the best Tier 10 light. And next update, I do quite strongly believe that it will be insane. When you add on the fact that it's going to have the view range, the alpha, the DPM, everything, it's just... Oof, I am very, very much a fan of the Bat Chat right now. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about this vehicle in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.